Upsets and surprises tonight as the Kentucky governor race goes down to the wire. There is little more than 5,000 votes separating the two candidates.
That did not stop Andy Beshear from declaring victory tonight, but current Governor Matt Bevin, as you just heard, did not concede, saying more votes need to be counted.
Otherwise, at the top of the ticket, Republicans had an impressive night, capturing the rest of the statewide races.
We have team coverage for you tonight on both sides of the river as we break down who won, who lost, and what still needs to be decided.
We will begin with Denny Camper, who is at tonight's Democratic headquarters, where Andy Beshear just gave his victory speech to supporters. Denny?
Well, Vicki, during that speech, Andy Beshear said that he believes this race was not about left versus right, but rather was about right versus wrong. He says voters were tired of Matt Bevin's bullying, and they wanted a candidate who will restore civility to Frankfort. Now, Beshear thanked several groups during that victory speech, but most notably was public school teachers.
To our educators, your courage to stand up and fight against all the bullying and name-calling helped galvanize our entire state. And tonight, I think we showed this country that in Kentucky, we can disagree with each other while still respecting one another. In this Commonwealth, a Commonwealth that I love, we believe in lifting each other up instead of tearing each other down. And here in Kentucky, we can still fight from the very top levels of government for every family, including the lost, the lonely, and the left behind.
Now, Beshear already has a long list of things he's hoping to accomplish in just his first week in office, including restoring voting rights to 140,000 felons who have completed their sentences and appointing a new board of education. Reporting live, Denny Camper, WLKY News.
All right, thanks, Denny. And as we mentioned, Governor Matt Bevin has not conceded, although he did give a speech thanking volunteers, supporters, and his family.
WLKY's Mark Vanderhoff is live at GOP headquarters at the Galt House with what the governor told the crowd there.
Yeah, Vicki, Rick, Governor Matt Bevin made it clear he is not conceding. He called this a cliffhanger, and he didn't say exactly what his plans are, although a recanvass is likely the first step. He did say that he has a team that is already exploring their options.
Would it be a Bevin race if it wasn't a squeaker? I mean, come on. I mean, really and truly, this is a close race. We are not conceding this race by any stretch. Not a chance. And here's the thing, understand this though, understand this, we want the process to be followed, and there is a process. We know for a fact that there have been more than a few irregularities. They are very well corroborated, and that's all right. What they are exactly, how many, which ones, and what effect, if any, they have will be determined according to law that's well established. And just for the record, and some of you are well aware of this, 4 years ago, I found myself in a very similar situation.
Governor Bevin is referring to his 2015 gubernatorial primary in which he defeated James Comer by a mere 83 votes. Comer asked for a recanvass before conceding to Bevin 10 days after the primary. Live at the Galt House, Mark Vanderhoff, WLKY News.